Welcome, race fans, to the SimWorld Racing Network's presentation of the All American Racing League's Truck Series here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. This series, brought to you by Callahan Cox Motorsports, presented by SWRN, brought to you by G-Tech Cleaning Supplies, or cleaners and degreasers. I'll get this right eventually, Dave. My name is Dave Hara. I'm in the booth with the two-time champ, the 2024 Daytona 500 winner, and then he backs it up last week at Atlanta in the Next Gen Series for All American Racing League's Cup Series, David Lurfano. Dave, we're back to Atlanta, man, but this time you're getting a different view of it.
Yeah, man. Atlanta's fun. I don't particularly like the new layout, but it worked for me last week. I believe both of us were in a little practice race with here earlier tonight, and it is crazy in these trucks. Absolutely insane at times. Very kind of tense white knuckle racing around here. So, but it should be a good show. These trucks are going to put on a fantastic show for us tonight, I believe.
Absolutely, and what I got out of that practice, that little test earlier, was in these trucks, and just like the Cup car, it's a lot of you're in the throttle, almost like you're at a Daytona or a Talladega, except for it's a mile and a half track. The runs, it's going to be about managing that run, because technically you don't have to come out of the throttle, but with these runs you get, especially if you're like, say, they're 2x2. If you're in that third row, you're going to get a heck of a run on those top four cars, and you're going to come out of the throttle or you're going to run over these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's different. I mean, the runs are similar to what you would get at a Daytona Talladega, right? I mean, you get those big runs, but here there's not as much room to do anything with those runs. And like you said, you either got to check up or risk running over somebody. This track is only so wide. Three wide is doable here, but it's, as we saw earlier, it's downright terrifying at times to run three wide around Atlanta Motor Speedway.
And unlike Daytona and the Talladega, where they have a yellow line, can't go below that yellow line, there's a red line here. And in the NASCAR series, they are not allowed to go below that red line. But here in the All American Racing League, you can go down there. And we learned in the Cup Series that can be it can be an advantage to the cars that can do it. But we know in the Tri-Oval there's some massive bumps. We know that when you come back up onto the track, the guy on the outside has to know you're coming up at that particular time. The judgment has to be right from a front bumper to a rear bumper. If not, we can see the big one here tonight.
Yeah, that could happen at any time, and as we saw earlier too, these trucks really do get tight on entry and through the center. Especially if you're on the bottom, tucked into a pack, they really got to come out of the throttle and be careful. So I'm going to look for that all night. Those trucks on the bottom kind of drifting up, just from the truck getting tight on corner entry. That'll be something to watch for all night long, and it only gets worse as the tires wear out as well. So, yeah, I'm ready for it. It's going to be fun.
Absolutely, we're gonna go ahead and switch on over. Give a track view here, high above the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Atlanta, Georgia. Again, we are the Sim World Racing Network. It's Dave and Dave up here in the booth every Sunday night. Tuesday nights for our Cup Series, we have Nathan Christensen runs the broadcast and is doing one heck of a job broadcasting the Atlanta race there last week, and did a great job there. So we thank Nathan for doing that. But we are here every Sunday night running the full Truck Series schedule, full races, full-length races, full-length fuel. I believe tonight we're looking anywhere from maybe 51, 52 laps to 58 to 60 laps on a fuel run, if we stay green and go that far. It's going to be exciting, and the reason that range is so wide is because the guys that are back, like I said, they're going to be able to have to manage these runs. They're going to be backing up off that throttle. When you back off the throttle and just run in the draft, you keep the speed, but yet you're going to save a lot of fuel.
Yeah, you're probably going to want to save some fuel tonight. I think once these drivers get a good grasp on how to get around here, I think we're going to see some long green flag runs. Like we said, it's a full length race for these drivers tonight. So It's all about kind of being there at the end. It's still the restrictor plate style. So you just want to be there at the end and put yourself in position just like you would at Daytona Talladega. I think it's just a little bit tougher to do that here with as tighter racing as we're going to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I'm excited to get going here. We got about 4 minutes left in practice. You want to see if we can get last week's race winner up here and talk to him. He's current points leader as well, Curtis Sauberan.
Yeah, we'll see if I can grab Curtis and bring him in.
All right.
Hey, Curtis, Dave and Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Hey, Curtis. Hey, first and foremost, congrats on the win last week at Daytona. Must be a great feeling coming in here to Atlanta, knowing that you've locked yourself into the playoffs, and you can just get down to racing tonight. But how do you feel about Atlanta here with this current package?
Atlanta's tough, man. You got to really watch for people trying to dip under, getting those runs, and accidentally hooking you. But other than that, man, truck feels good. I'm gonna do a little pit party here. Truck feels good. I'm excited about it. And like you said, I'm not really worried about nothing with that playoff win or that win last week. Oh God, underneath my belt. It's going to be hard for y'all. I see there's 2 trucks out here with similar paint schemes.
Yeah, that poses a little trouble for us from time to time. But yeah, like Dave was saying, I kind of echo what he was saying. It was a great job on the win last week. Dave was able to do it in the Cup Series, winning both those races. What are your chances tonight?
Man, I don't know. This field's tough, and Dave put the pressure on me, but I'm going to try. That's all I can say. And the racing gods are with me. They'll let me win.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So we did notice that there's a little bit of wind out there today, 9 mile an hour. Are you guys feeling that at all in either end of the track?
Yeah, coming off, I know I feel it, especially when there's a truck tucked up right behind you. You get real loose coming off the corner. I don't know if that's a combination of the truck and the wind, but you can definitely feel it out here. That's for sure.
Well, man, we're going to go ahead and let you get back to it. Get ready for get a couple minutes left in this practice before qualifying begins. But good luck tonight, and hopefully we're talking to you here after the race.
I appreciate it, boys. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Curtis Sauberan, last week's winner, driving that number 6 RFK machine. He's in a Ford this week. It might have been in a Ford last week. I'm not sure. He switches from time to time, but he is in the 6 truck. And that's a heck of a good-looking paint job there on that machine.
Yeah, hopefully Curtis decides on a number here before the season's out. It seems like he wants to switch that number week in and week out. So hopefully he's found a home here with the number 6, but we'll see.
I think the admins told him that he has used his last one for the season.
All right, so he's got so many. That's perfect.
Yeah, so he will be in the 6. As we see the 75 door the 29 there just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like practice is coming to an end. They got about a minute and a half of practice, and then we'll be rolling into qualifying. Traditional the normal type of qualifying will be single car, 2 laps. Fastest time will sit on the pole for tonight's race. So I know some leagues and other places do group qualifying, but here at AARL, we are single car qualifying tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, but time-consuming the other way. Single car kind of gets it all done and gets you gridded up and ready to go. But I understand why some leagues like to do it. It definitely has the cool factor. Unless you're sitting in that car for a very long time, then maybe not so much. But
yeah, and practice times you'll see, a lot of different times because of the draft. We'll see what these drivers do in qualifying on their own. If I had to guess, I'd probably say maybe, what do you think, Billy, about a second slower?
Yeah, every bit of it. I would imagine that qualifying is going to run somewhere in the mid to low 32-second bracket, and I think you're going to be in 20. What are we running here? 30.5. So yeah, I would say it's going to be 30. Low 32s is for qualifying, I imagine. But when they get in these packs, the speeds pick up. Wrong. A little bit of tough bump like that causes incidents to occur. So these guys may tame it down for the race, but I don't know. This is Truck Series racing, man. They love to get after it each and every lap. from the green flag to the checkered.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is. It always seems like no matter what it is, what series you're running, it seems like the truck series always put on the best show, in my opinion. It seems like the drivers are always going for it flat out every lap here in the truck series, which makes it exciting for us, exciting for all the fans at home. Probably not as exciting for the drivers at times, but puts a good show on for everybody watching.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pull up the results of the practice speeds here. Looks like Greg Barnett was the fastest, followed by Benjamin Campbell, James Nelson, Sean Horlander, Travis Rodriguez in 5th, Tyrone Yo 6th, Gregory Robinson 7th, 8th was Michael Boone, 9th was Michael Kerjelak, 10th was Curtis Sauberan, 11th was Kenneth Pack, 12th was Joshua Hedrick, 13th Tommy Osborne, 14th Michael Bover, 15th was Nathan Christensen. And those were practice times, folks. We'll be getting qualifying underway right now, and we'll get some of these qualifying times and then give you a full rundown of the qualifying order as they take the grid. Let's take a look at our weather and track conditions here. If I can pull that up for you. All right, we've got a 9-mile-an-hour wind, as I spoke of earlier. 81 degrees Fahrenheit track temperature. This race started here about noon. 107-degree track temps. Those track temps are going to increase a little bit, I believe, Dave, over the next couple of hours.
Yeah, that's it is Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta.
So yeah, we've known that in the past. It's always kind of a hot, slick racetrack. And even here with the drafting, restrictor plate style racing. Handling really does come into play more than people would think. I know old Atlanta, it was always a handling racetrack. You had to conserve tires. Here, not as much, but the handling, once these tires get hot, the handling does go away on these trucks, and you really got to start lifting and kind of what I like to say is baby it into the corner to make the corner. So it'll be interesting to watch that all night as well.
Absolutely. Your current pole sitter is Curtis Sauberan with a 32.36. Hitting those low 32s there. Joshua Hetrick, I mean, they must be hundredths apart. They both ran, well, let's see, it was trying to find that statistic here. 32.30, 32.30 is what I see. I don't know. iRacing probably shows you to the actual thousandth of a second, folks. That is the difference here. If you look back through ninth place, you're 7/100ths of a second. Now 10th place is 7/100ths of a second off of this leader. That's amazingly close times. But let's see here.
Yeah, it looks like the top 11 right now are all in the threes right now. So 32 threes throughout the top 12.
All right, I think they're ready trackside. Dave, for the national anthem. So we're gonna go ahead and get these pre-race activities underway, folks. So bear with us while we take care of that. Please rise if you're able and remove your hat as the United States Navy Band performs our national anthem. right, we are back trackside as we're going to get ready to grid here just shortly. These trucks should be getting ready to take the grid. Thank you again to the United States Navy Band for their performance of our national anthem. Dave, would you like to give our invocation?
No, I would not, Billy, but
Just thought I would offer.
we're ready to go. I'm ready to go racing. What about you?
Yes, absolutely. I'm ready to go racing as well. I would apologize, but that's just who I am. As we watch as these trucks take the grid, Dave, let's go ahead and go through our field here. If I can get us a decent camera view to look at. Sitting on the pole tonight is Curtis Sauberan from Hudson, North Carolina. At RFK Ford. Second place will have Joshua Hetrick out of Elkhart, Iowa. In the ORR capital sign, Assault Motorsports Chevrolet. Kenneth Packin, that's 16 from Greer, South Carolina. And outside of row 2 is Greg Barnett in the number 48 Ford. Tyrone Yo will roll off in the 6th position. Or, I'm sorry, that's the 5th position. Once they start rolling, folks, it gets a little bit off. Kenneth Pack 5th, Tyrone Yo 6th. Michael Boone rolls off 7th. 8th is Gregory Robinson. I am not sure what order they're doing here, Dave. I'm going to have to pull up. Let me take care of this, guys. This when they're rolling like that makes it a little difficult. Let's take a look at it here. 8th, James Nelson. 9th, Gregory Robinson. 10th, Benny Campbell. 11th, Michael Bovair. 12th, Sean Horlander. 13th, Travis Rodriguez. 14th, Nathan Christensen, with Tommy Osborne rounding out the top 15. Nathan nor Tommy took a time, Dave.
Yeah, not surprising. Some guys are going to choose to stay at the back, just like Daytona, Talladega. Stay out of trouble. Just count on trying to be in the right spot at the right time at the end. Put yourself in the right position. But they are now working their way through turns 3 and 4. Pace car should duck on off here off of turn 4.
It's time to get ready as the pace car exits. It will go on the green flag. As Curtis Sauberan fires off, the 25 gets a good jump as well. 16 makes it to the rear bumper of the number 6 as he pushes him down into turn 1. Looks like he's going to get clear of that 25 on the outside. 25 and 39 trying to make something happen, but the 16 and the 6 are pulling away. They're now out almost a truck length over the 25 and the 2.
Yeah, Josh Hetrick and looks like Barnett up there trying to get that outside lane rolling. That outside lane roll, just about keeping that momentum up right now. Looks like there's just more trucks together on the bottom. Here comes Josh Hetrick now back to the outside of the 16 of Kenneth Pack, trying to work his way to the front.
Coming with a head of
2
steam.
by 2. Yeah, 2 by 2 all the way through.
And that's the way we like it here at Atlanta Motor Speedway on this new pavement configuration. Pavement and banking, I guess. 25 runs a little higher than the 38 does there. No harm, no foul. I don't know if I want to leave that inside opened up or I get hung out. But maybe Josh has more friends than I do out here today.
Maybe early on. You're safe to probably do that early on. You do that late in the race, you're going to get hung out for sure.
Your leader, Curtis Sauberan, still out there in front of the 16. And these guys have worked together pretty well. It looks like the 25 got a little bit of a run, kind of side drafting, get down into side draft to 16 a little bit. Pulls off the corner. Looks like they're coming with a really good run on that outside now. For the lead, going through the tri-oval. Down into turn 1. 25 noses out just a little bit in front of the 6. Side by side by side by side by side. Row, 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 row your boat. All the way out there, it looks like, all the way back through this field.
And it looks like the same thing we saw in when the Cup cars ran here last Tuesday. That outside lane, you can get the momentum and get up there. It just seems to stall out once you get side by side. Makes it so tough to pass here, especially on that outside lane.
And there are no points for leading laps or the most laps here. You want to get these stage points. We have stage breaks, which are just caution flags that are going to be thrown regardless of any incident or whatever at lap 30 and another at lap 60. And then we'll go from lap 60 all the way to the end of this 135 lap race. Great push by the 38 to the 25. Staying out just about a half a truck. It's not enough as the 6 surges back on the inside.
And these drivers showing a lot of patience here early on. They know what's on the line. It's a long race. Looks like they're just kind of feeling it out, nice and safe, and trying to get through some laps here early on.
Oh, my bad. This is safe.
It
looks like
safe.
The ones playing it safe. I think the 1, the 3, the 7, they're kind of laid back here a little bit. The 1 especially. They're poking a big enough hole in the air in front of him that he has more speed than any of the rest of these trucks in front of him. So he's not worried about that unless he loses that draft or that hole is closing. That hole of air is closing up before he can get through it. But right now he's just kind of in a safe spot where he has a little more time to react to anything that might happen ahead of him. Back up front, the action is still on as they are still side by side, door to door. The number 6 and the number 25. 38 gives a great push to the number 25 on the outside, and then the 16 gets to the rear bumper of the 6 to push him back up beside the 25.
And I'm already lap 8 in. I'm already starting to see these trucks push up the racetrack just a little bit on entry and exit. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that all night long. Make sure, as a driver, you keep that in check. Last thing you want is to kind of come up a little too high and cause the big one here at Atlanta.
Oh, it looks like the 25. Whoa, there they go.
Oh, and there they go.
So this wreck started with the 25. We're going to stay green. That was off. Okay, no, the yellow was out.
Yellow was out.
So this wreck started with the 25. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I don't want to go back to there. I want to go back to... Well, okay, so we're going to watch here. I think it's going to be on this. Yeah, the 25 is thinking about blocking that inside lane. And then I think he realizes that the 6 is still inside of him there. Let's see if we can move it up here. Yeah. And then he goes back to block the top side again. And when he does, it causes the truck third in line there. I believe that was Michael Kurgelak to get a really big run on the 38 because the 38 had to check up for the 25. And when he did that, he kind of went left to get out of line and come down, and poor Tyrone seems to get cut every single time. His truck is destroyed. He will be using one of the 2 fast repairs that they have tonight.
So yeah, it looks like the 86 will have to repair as well. Michael Kurgelak, he's missing some parts.
So the 25 come on down pit lane to take some tires. Looks like, well, yeah, it looks like from Josh Hetrick on back. So 13th, 14th, 15th, or 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th all came in. Now, the pit time was only 6 seconds, so I don't know if they just took fuel or just took right side tires. Fuel shouldn't have been an issue, so I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah, not too sure. Maybe 25 had a little bit of damage. I didn't see much damage on him, but if you had a little bit of damage, maybe come down and repair it. It looks like nobody took, at least from what I see, is 4 tires. Tyrone Yo Jr. is still on pit road. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he used a quick repair.
You want to pull maybe pull Josh Hetrick up here and see what his thoughts were pitting there, or how that incident may have occurred. Just kind of chat him up a bit.
Let's take a look. Let's see his point of view. Hey, Josh, Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, boys.
Hey, just curious why you hit pit road there.
Get a little fuel and get out of the hornet's nest. I wasn't real comfortable up front. It's a long, long race still, and don't want to get caught up in something yet. So just
Yeah. So you guys were looking really
let's see what I had speed wise in qualifying. So
you guys were looking really good on that top line. I hated to interrupt you there, but you guys were looking really good on that top line. I did notice once you finally cleared the 6, or maybe thought you cleared the 6, it looked like you were going to come down and maybe move down to that inside line, and then realized you weren't clear. Is that what happened? And then I noticed when you moved up, it caused that 38. He checked up, and I believe Michael Kurgelak had a hard time behind him getting checked up there, and might have caused that incident. Is that what it was? Is that you were clear and then weren't clear on the 6?
not that I'm aware. I never really had any intention of going down to the bottom. I was just gonna keep running. The guy behind me was doing a good job pushing, so didn't want to mess with anything.
Okay, I got you. Well, we always say it's speculation up here in the booth. If you didn't see it here, folks, if you didn't see it for yourselves, it didn't happen. So good luck, Josh. We're gonna let you get back in your truck, get back focused again, as it looks like we're gonna go green here in just a few.
All right, thanks, guys.
There we go. Pace car is off.
Okay, now the control truck will be the 6. He can fire off anytime in this Geico restart zone, and he just fired off. Gets a really good jump on the inside there. Leaves the 38 in his dust. Passes the 16. Looks like the 16 is going to be able to drop down in line there into second place. Leaving that...
Yeah, it's going to leave Ben Campbell up on the outside all by his lonesome at the moment.
Yeah, as he drops back into that 5th position. Single file. See how this race just changed? First
Changing a blink of an eye.
First caution comes out, and these guys are like, no, let's just go ahead and ride for a bit. And, there's a lot of laps here tonight, so you really can't blame them for trying to save your stuff. I mean, you do have 2 quick repairs, but do you really want to be that guy?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, running that, you don't want to be the guy that causes the big one here early on. I think this is smart right here. Just kind of settle in, turn some laps, at least get through to the end of stage, or closer to the end of stage 1, before you start pushing here for those stage points.
So I wonder if Tyrone didn't realize he had 2 quick repairs, because he didn't take a quick repair, and now here he is, more than a lap down, I believe.
I'm trying to see. Let's see if I can find
out. Pace. I mean, he is. I don't know. He's not that he's off the pace. He just has no drafting help right now. So I don't know if maybe he was late leaving pit road, or if he.
I'm showing Tyrone as 2 laps down at the moment.
Yeah, I wonder if he just didn't check it, and maybe he had the meatball. Back up front, looks like the 5. There's an outside line coming up here. The 5, and then the 7 of Rodriguez pushing the 5. They are making some headway on this outside line as they get up beside the 38. The 38 slips up the track a little bit. 38 3 wide as the 75 is the inside of the 38. Thinks better of it and backs out of it.
Looks like the 75 let the 38 kind of get back down into that bottom and catch his breath for a minute.
Now the 7 just left the 5. They worked their way all the way up to the front here. The 7 leaves as the 5 drops down. The 7 says, nope, I'm going to stay on this high side, and decides to go with the 16. Now he's going to push the 16 out, who led that lap.
Yeah, the 7 of Travis Rodriguez now up at the front. He's done well so far this season. He's very good there at Daytona last week, so another good run going so far for Travis.
Absolutely. And we talked about these guys, kind of running single file there for a little bit. We kind of joked about it a little bit, but I'll be honest with you. When you're running these drafting style tracks, it's boring running in a line. It gets boring. There's a lot of laps, and you're like, yeah, I want to run them and tick them off and get to the end, but it's no fun. What they're doing right now is absolute blast. Gets that heart pumping, the heart rate's up, your knuckles are white, you're squeezing the wheel so hard.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's more fun if you're leading that line,
Oh,
right?
the
As they catch
two.
Tyrone, yo.
Yeah, sorry, Dave. I didn't mean to jump over top of you
No,
there, but
you're good. Tyrone is running a little bit slower than these guys up front. See if they can find a way around Tyrone.
I don't know that he's any slower now that they pushed him. Oh, as he
Oh
gets
no!
sixes, all kinds of wow, good save by the 6 of Curtis Sauberan. Last week's winner. Tyrone
Tyrone,
pulls down.
the apron. Get out of the way. He says, I don't want to be wrecked again, boys.
But he doesn't want to lose this draft either, and I think he did. As they went around him, I think that they're pulling on away. Now, he might get a little draft of this 38. The 38 said, come on, Ty, let's go, buddy. Because he could use his help to kind of get back up there and be a little closer as well, as he is now 12 seconds back of the pack.
Yeah. And up front now we've got Kenneth Pack still leading this pack. Travis Rodriguez now found his way to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to follow suit here with Kenneth Pack. The 6 car of Curtis Sauberan, last week's winner here at Daytona, leading that outside lane, trying to get some momentum going up there.
Absolutely, door to door as the 6 is getting a shove by that 86 on the outside line. But Travis Juggles Rodriguez has been doing a heck of a job with the drafting the past couple of weeks in both the Cup Series and the Truck Series, finding himself up towards the end or up towards the front at the end. And I guess he wasn't waiting for the end of this one, Dave.
Oh, Josh Hetrick up into the wall here, down in turns 3.
Still
I think that was a product. Yeah, it looks like that was a product of the car getting tight, like we talked about earlier. These trucks will develop a push. You really gotta be easy with it. Oh, we got 3 wide, almost 3 wide. Looks like they were for a minute with the 3 of Nathan Christensen. They have settled that out.
Nathan Christensen is now in the 6th position. Outside of Nathan is the 75 of James Nelson. James Babyface Nelson. He'll probably kick me in the face for saying that, but I did it anyway. Kenneth Package leader, the 6 gets into the side of the 7. That was some really, really close side drafting there. I think it scared the paint off of both of these vehicles. The 16, will he try to manage both lanes? I don't know if he's going to go up. No, he does not. Stays low with the 7 of Rodriguez. 6 is now side drafting the 16 a little bit on entry. Pulls off as you see the 67 back there, side drafting the 5. These guys are after it lap after lap. We are on lap 24 of 135, folks, here in the All-American Racing League's Truck Series, brought to you by Callahan Cox Motorsports. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You won't miss a thing. We will be right back with you. Stay tuned.
Back to more racing action right after this. Looking for a safe, effective cleaning system? Look no further. G-Tech Evolutionary Cleaners and Degreasers, certified by the EPA as a safer choice product. G-Tech can be used quickly and safely to remove soils and stains from most surfaces. Give them a call at 770-967-6988 or visit them on the web at buyGtech.com. G-Tech, 5346 BBS Way, Brazelton, Georgia. G-Tech, your one stop for professional, eco-friendly cleaning products. For tailgating activities or just plain backyard fun, look no further than Holio. Made to order cornhole bags and boards. No order is too large or too small. You can choose unfinished or finished with stain and polyurethane, and finished with a vinyl design or your company branding. Don't wait for the season to be over. Contact Holio on Facebook. Holio, made to order cornhole bags and boards. Now back to trackside act of the All-American Racing League.
We are back like we never left. Right here on SimWorld Racing Network, lap 27 of 135. Remember, folks, we will have the first stage break where there's going to be points issued for 1st through 10th. Bonus points that they will carry with them in this race for where they finish. Here, if they can finish in the top 10, you get to get some of those points. Oh, wow.
Travis Rodriguez gets a little loose off of turn 4. He's going to drop a bunch of spots here. right before the end of this stage.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, as he will drop to that 10th and final scoring position for the stage if he can hold on to it.
It's getting dicey now. We're coming to the end of the stage. When they hit the line, it should be one more time around to grab some very precious and valuable stage points here.
Absolutely. I mean, stage points can keep you in this thing. As we see, Curtis Sauberan is your leader at the line this time by. See who's leading when we get back around. As I see Curtis flashing there, he's doing the disappearing act. Oh, is the 67
bending sideways, back onto the track, three wide.
Is good. This could hurt. This could hurt Curtis winning this stage, but the 16 has no help. He's gonna have to do it on his own. It's Curtis Sauberan and Kenneth Pack fighting for that top spot at the stage break. Looks like it will be Curtis Sauberan. I think they didn't realize what lap. Well, I don't think Kenneth realized what lap it was there. Oh, as the 86 starts to check up, the 75 just kind of boots him. Said, don't slow down on a caution flag. Don't slow down on a caution flag.
So there you have it. Your stage 1 winner will be last week's Daytona winner, Curtis Sauberan.
Yeah, we should see all these trucks come in. I don't know what their strategy is going to be. I mean, I would take tires just because you've got 4 sets of tires.
You got them. You might as well take them. You can't take them when you go.
Right. So if you got a little damage, get that damage fixed up. We're going to run another 29 or so, maybe 27 green flag laps to the next break. You won't need fuel. That won't be an issue. You'll need fuel right now, but I mean, you won't need fuel until that into that 27 laps for that final stint. So yeah, I mean, I'm taking 4 tires and fuel here, Dave.
Oh, absolutely. I think what we'll do here, once these drivers finish their pit stops, we'll pull Kenneth Pack in and get his thoughts on how this race has gone so far.
All right. Yeah, Kenneth got out there and led a bunch of laps there and finished second in that stage. Got some of those valuable stage points. Nathan Christensen stayed out on track. He last pitted on lap 10.
I was going to say, Nathan did come in during that run, I think on that first caution or so. So
I mean, he can make it on fuel.
Up.
He can make it on fuel. Yeah. So that's not going to be an issue because he came in, on lap 10. He can make it the rest of the way. Whether or not his tires are going to like him, I mean, tire wear is not a huge issue here, but they get hot. And they get hot and they get slick and they start sliding around. Let's go ahead and talk to Kenneth, Dave.
Yeah, let's bring Kenneth in here. Kenneth, Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you loud and clear.
Hey, Kenneth. Hey, good job running up front here early on in that first stage. What are your thoughts on how this race has gone so far? How's everything feel?
Everything's run good. It's just very intense here. Very intense. I actually there at the end of the stage, I lost the lap count. Didn't know it was coming to the stage breaker. I had to race Curtis a little harder there.
And that was going to be my question. I was gonna ask you if that was what the situation was because I noticed you didn't try to make a run on him. We were kind of expecting it to happen there. So
if I'd have known the lap count, I would have. I didn't realize the lap count.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But it's been fun watching you guys get around this track. It's been, pretty well clean, and you guys have kind of met all the expectations. It's been a lot of side-by-side racing. We thought after that first caution, you guys got single file for like 3 laps, and we just about the time we mentioned it, that changed. And right back to this hard racing. You think that's what's going to happen the rest of the race is just door to door?
I think you're going to see it pretty much door to door the whole race. I think. And Curtis, got to give a shout out to Curtis. He has really become a good racer when it comes to drafting.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know what? You're not so shabby yourself. We're going to let you get back out there, man. Hopefully we get the chance to talk to you here after the race in that top position. So good luck, Kenneth, and we're going to send you back, bud.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Yep. That was Kenneth Pack in the number 16 Chevrolet. Getting it done out there, riding around. Currently in the third position. Like I say, Nathan Christensen stayed out. Curtis Sauberan won that stage, gets those bonus stage points as the pace car has now pulled off.
And green is out. Big jump. Something happened to Curtis here on the start. Exactly what happened. As that 6 truck just did not get up to speed on the restart, stacked that whole outside lane up.
Nathan Christensen is your leader, followed by Kenneth Pack and Michael Kerjlak. Michael Boone is fourth. Curtis Sauberan now moving back to that outside. He's got help by the 67. 67 to Benny Campbell. Working well in that outside lane as well. Pushing that 6. They're now going to battle for the second position. They're side beside door to door with Kenneth Pack.
Yeah, whatever happened to that 6 on the restart there, he's corrected that, and he's charging back to the front to try to claim that position as his once again at the front.
Maybe he was turning on his nitrous bottle or something and lost track of the restart. But yeah, because he's shot out of a cannon now as he is up beside the 3 of Nathan Christensen. As we see Nathan get just a little bit loose there, I wonder if the tire disadvantage of having the hotter tires is what's causing that truck to dance around just a little bit.
Yeah, and it could be. And Curtis is going to drop to the bottom here and reclaim P1.
New leader, number 6. As he goes back to the high side. Oh, and he gets stuck in the sucker hole.
In the hole he goes.
3 to the inside, 67 to the outside. He's battling back on the, what a good side draft on that outside lane. Now he's to the rear bumper of the 3. This 6 this truck is running absolutely phenomenal right now.
Yeah, a lot of give and take right there. You see the 16 kind of back off a little bit and allow that 6 of Curtis Sauberan to jump to that inside. So good heads up call there by Kenneth.
I think the 6 was going there regardless. Whether clear or not, he was going to take that lane. I kid.
You got Ben Campbell. He's blinking there a little bit. Let's see if that straightens out. Look, he looks good now. So.
Yeah, we see him blink out just a bit there, folks. No reason to smack your TV screen or anything. That's the way iRacing is from time to time. If a driver has a little bit of ping issue or network connectivity issue going on, sometimes that thing will flash. It even will happen with graphic cards and things like that might be getting overused. From time to time, the 67 is going for the lead on that outside, being pushed by the 29. Is that a 29?
Yeah, it looks like the 29. Who is that? Gregory Robinson in the 29.
Oh, yes. I should have known that when I saw the Bass Pro Shop on it. Gregory Smokey Robinson. Been a good pusher. All of these drafting style tracks that we've done so far this season on AARL.
There is one truck out here, just so the folks at home know, that he is listed as the 48 of Greg Barnett. But he is actually the 38. So I'm not sure why it's showing as the 48, but he is the 38. Currently back in P13 at the moment.
Yeah, I wonder if that's a custom number paint he's got on that, because I'm pretty sure he might have asked for 38, and I thought he said 48. I said that, so.
Oh, the 6 is off track. Good, nice
happened?
save. See if you can save it.
The 24's around, and he's off track, but he's saving it as well. Oh, my Atlanta at Atlanta. Wow, Curtis Sauberan is at the back. The 24 spins and is at the back. Didn't spin, but just completely sideways. Benny Campbell is your leader, followed by the 29 of Smokey Robinson. Now it makes sense. Never mind. All this time I was taking Smokey completely the wrong way. Now it makes sense. All right. I don't know why I never got that before, but I got it now.
Oh, tough break there for Curtis. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I'd have to go back and take a look. But maybe he clipped the apron there a little bit. Not too sure. But now he's fallen to the back, out of the realm or reach of that draft. So see if they can get back up before the end of the stage break.
Yeah, so both of these trucks that had trouble right there on that last little exchange have fallen back a good 2 seconds off this pack, and that's going to be really hard. Tommy lays back a good bit from the pack, and he's doing this intentionally, folks. But maybe that helps Sean and Curtis because they're working a lot tighter together. Maybe they can just get a little whiff of that draft off of Tommy Osborne. But that's still 1.9, so they are catching him. 1.8. Oh, yeah, they're catching him pretty quick now. And 3 trucks together is gonna be able to run the pack down with no problem. But the one hasn't even lost the draft yet. These guys are just they're making hay, as they say.
Yeah, now we've got a new group up at the front. We've got Ben Campbell in that 27 truck leading the way now, with James Nelson in that 75 truck right on his back bumper.
We see Nathan Christensen working to that inside line as well, seeing if he can catch up to that 75 so that they can have at least equal speed to the 3 trucks on the outside.
Yeah, it looks like Joshua Hetrick is up on that top, pushing Gregory Robinson now, trying to get those trucks to the front. Travis Rodriguez back in the hunt after a little moment for him early on. He's now back in that outside lane, running in the 5th position.
Gonna jump on board with Travis Rodriguez, folks. We'll take a look, see if we can get on his gyro cam there. As we ride along with Travis Juggles Rodriguez, and that number 7 Ford, I think. Yes, Ford. Banking here in Atlanta is just amazing after the repave. So much banking when you get into the turn, and this gyro cam really shows you what's happening as that driver's getting through 3 and 4 there on the outside, still pushing it. Assault Motorsports number 25 of Joshua Hetrick. Oh, it looks like Benny is still flashing up there just a little bit. That's got to be terrifying for the 75 as we ride along with him now as he gets to the rear bumper and pushes Benny Campbell.
And a lot of times those internet connections can fail you, and you're right, when someone starts blinking when you're right behind them especially, can get a little nerve-wracking because sometimes you don't know where they're going to come pop back on track when that internet connection fixes itself. So it gets a little hairy at times.
Absolutely. That's definitely one of the things that you'll hear a lot about in iRacing, because it's not about the service. iRacing does a fine job with the service.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
75 off track, saves it back on track. Great save by the 75 of James Nelson.
Wow. And great save by all the drivers behind him not to get caught up in that. So that's the 3rd driver now we've seen, as we see Smokey is in the sucker hole. Travis Juggles Rodriguez lets him in line on that outside. As the inside prevails, Benny Campbell is still your leader, followed by Nathan Christensen. Joshua Hetrick is 3rd. Michael Boone is 4th. Oh, and Smokey Robinson is 5th. And now he's 4th. So it happens so fast here, folks. We can't keep up with it. We're just trying our best to give you what we can. Changes faster than you can say it most of the time. So we see these trucks getting all kinds of loose. Looks like we got 10 laps left in the stage. As we have a new leader to the outside, Joshua Hetrick, with that push by Smokey Robinson, takes the lead, drops down immediately in front of the 67. You mentioned earlier he wasn't trying to drop down, and he really didn't drop all the way down this time. But yes, now he does. Drops down in front of Benny. Benny gives him a good push. Not quite locked onto that bumper, but close
Oh,
enough
there
that
goes-
it's a
Oh, big wreck.
Gregory
Big wreck.
Robinson. Everyone is around. Oh, I didn't save my Atlanta for that one, but oh my Atlanta. Wow.
Looks like Gregory Robinson just kind of lost the rear end of that truck at the same time as Josh Hetrick did at the front.
Yeah, so Josh Hetrick gets loose there. We see the 29 is loose, and you could tell they're loose, folks, because their nose is pointing down the track. And the 29, see, the 25 had no one to run into, but the 29 runs right into the side of the 3. The 3 holds it to the kick, comes back up, just destroys the 7, who then the 86 gets into the back of the 7. That 7 is done. The 29 is done. And I don't mean done for the race, folks. We do have quick repairs. We do have fast repairs here. But a lot of torn up trucks going to be using those fast repairs if they didn't have to use one already in this race. Josh Hetrick was able to hold on to his truck. No damage there. I don't think he will retain the lead, though.
Yeah, it looks like about 6 or 7 trucks got stove up there in that wreck. I don't believe this will be the stage, so they're gonna. This is lap 52 coming to lap 53. We will have a stage caution at lap 60, and that's where all the points are on the line.
Absolutely, and I was incorrect. I misspoke there. It looks like Josh Hetrick will retain the lead for now. Wow, we have pit stops, folks, from 6th on back. You have Kenneth Pack just pulls into his pit box. Michael Kerjlak, Greg Barnett, Sean Horlander, Smokey Robinson, James Nelson, Travis Chuckles Rodriguez, Nathan Christensen, and Tommy Osborne are all on pit lane. I say that, but Kenneth Pack is now rolling off. He rolls off in the 6th position.
Yeah, I saw Kenneth Pack use one of his quick repairs. Like you said, I believe there are 2 here tonight. He has used his first one.
Yeah, and like I say, I believe Juggles probably had to do the same thing as he's already back out. That truck looks brand new once again. That is the beauty of the sim, folks, is that, when we allow it, some leagues don't have any quick repairs. Our Cup Series has 1 quick repair. The Truck Series here has 2 quick repairs. Even though the Cup Series is a longer race, we just expect more out of our Cup drivers, which, ironically, are a lot of the same guys. Did you say really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't get as many opportunities to mess up in the Cup Series as you do here in the Truck Series. However, those 2 quick repairs can get away from you without any of it being anything you've done wrong. You just could not miss that big one.
Especially in restricted plate racing, a lot of that stuff is out of your control. So you could be sitting back there minding your own business, and something happens, you just cannot avoid it. So. If you're one of those drivers that used your first one already, you're really going to have to be cautious here because we're not even at halfway yet.
Sorry, folks. I was getting a message from one of our other broadcasters. For something for me to check there. It looks like I may or may not have fixed what he was talking about. I don't know. Well, I don't think it was actually a problem, though. But anyway, moving on. Back to some racing here. It looks like the lights are out on the pace car. We will go green this time by... And I apologize. We don't have some of the camera angles that we typically have. Some of these cameras have been acting funky since the repave here at Atlanta. The repositioning of the cameras, didn't know it needed to be done for the new configuration, but I will work to get that straightened out before next season's. So I got a year to figure that one out, but so far here we go. We'll make the best with what we have.
Yep, pace car is off as they roll through turn 4 here, looking for that green, for that restart zone. Our leader is Josh Hetrick. Green is out, and he is gone.
And you notice the control truck just really got a good jump there, that 25, as we ride on the nose of Ben Campbell, who's restarted on the outside. Looks like he has now made his way down to that inside to fall in line behind Joshua Hetrick.
Yeah, Josh Hetrick had a big jump. Sometimes it's not the best thing here on I guess we'll call it a super speedway now. See that outside lane getting together. They're going to have a head of steam coming up that outside lane.
And that they do. As the number 5 of Michael Boone moves to the outside of the 25. He's getting a good help by his buddy in the 6, Curtis Sauberan. Curtis Sauberan has been all over the front, the back, the front, the back. And he is once again back up front, running in the 3rd position as he's going to give a good shot to the 5 here. And push him out to clear the 25. The 5 will probably stay with the 6. Yeah, it's like kind of like, I scratched your back, you scratch mine kind of thing. Oh, as the 5's going to get another shot by the 6. 16 sitting in that 3rd row on the outside. Kind of laying off the back of the 6, because one thing you don't want to do is push the pusher here, Dave.
Yeah, that's never a good thing on any super speedway or restrictor plate track. Oh, it looks like, who is that? Gregory Robinson up in the wall.
Yeah, and he's going to drop
He's
all the
going to
way
lose a
back.
bunch.
Still running that high line, though, just running like, inches off the wall. Not sure why he didn't pull down a little bit to try to get some more of that draft. He's going to have to get it behind this 2, or he's likely going to lose that draft. And I say that, and here he comes flying around the 2. That hole they're opening up in front of him is huge, and he's going to be just fine. So we go back out front. Still 2x2x2x2x2, 5 rows deep.
Yeah, and we've seen a couple times here the 5 has cleared that 25 track of Josh Hetrick, but he chooses to stay in that outside lane and team up with the 6 of Curtis, which I can't blame him for that. Curtis, as we heard Kenneth talk earlier, Curtis has really proved himself to be quite the restrictor plate driver here lately. So probably a good choice to stick with the 6 and just let the 6 push him.
Yeah, absolutely. And, being kind of new to this league and not really knowing the 25 of Josh Hetrick, you really don't know what type of pusher he's going to be till you work with him. But if you have what you know and it's working, why deviate from a well thought out plan, right? As the 3 wide, the 7, the 24,
And
the 75.
yellow is out.
What
Not
is
too
the
sure.
yellow?
Oh, that's a stage.
Ah.
Stage.
Okay. All right. So there we go. We have my I think my heart kind of stopped there for just a second, but it's beating again, folks. I'll be just fine.
Yeah. I was confused for a second till I saw the lap count. I feel like Kenneth right there. I think we heard Kenneth say earlier he lost track of the lap count. I didn't realize what lap he was on. So same thing happened there.
Absolutely.
Looks like Josh Hetrick coming down pit road. I'm not sure if pit road is open.
Oh, yeah, I think it is. Some other guys are coming too.
Josh is going really slow here.
He
Not
is.
sure.
Why is
Oh,
he slowed? Oh no. Is he out of fuel?
I have no idea, but he is really, really
His
slow.
last
Looks like,
stop was when let's see, if I can find it here.
oh, there he goes. He's rolling now. I'm not sure what happened.
Wow.
I think caught Kenneth Pack. Doesn't look like there's a ton of Kenneth's got some damage to the rear of that
75
truck.
has some damage to the front, to the nose, like it's caved completely in.
Yeah, that was kind of awkward. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe go back. Might be able to go back in his in-car and see what happened. Maybe listen. Maybe something.
Yeah, let me see if I can find the truck. See, we're with Josh Hetrick now. Let's see if we can get on board there and try to see what went on. Where the heck is it? Cockpit view. Now let's go back to when he came down pit road. Went off track. Let's see, Joshua Hetrick past Kenneth Pack. No. I'm trying to see his entered pits message. There we go. Let's get on board with him as he comes down pit lane here. And I know I narrated that for you folks at home, but it didn't bring me in car. Hold on, something is definitely going on with. Let me see if we can get into
His truck is not running even coming off the track.
Yeah, all right, let's see if we can get in the cockpit here. Try this one again. Oh, his truck's not running.
Yeah, it's not running at all.
See if we can back it up, see when it quit. He has, okay, there it went. No, it's off there. Oh, man.
So his truck was running until he got to the middle of 1 and 2. Then it dies.
In the middle of 1 and 2?
1 and 2. He coasted all the way down the backstretch and all the way to pit road. I'm not sure what happened.
He ran out of gas. No, it just died. I mean, because it sputtered once, but then it just died. It's almost like maybe his pedals quit working.
I'm not sure because the car just died. That's a first.
Right, we are back
He
live.
was able to fire it back up.
Yeah,
So.
that is so weird. Maybe he hit his kill switch.
Yeah, that may well have been.
So these are computers, folks. These are simulators. Many of us have the flip style kill switches. We have a starter button that you have to use to start it. Everything like you would have in an actual race car. And if something happens, maybe his daughter reached over and just killed his kill switch. That might have been what happened. But I
Green
won't
is
blame her.
out. Green is out. Michael Boone gets the jump here in that number 5 truck. The 67 of Ben Campbell's going to drop down in line behind the 5.
Absolutely. We're still going to ride along here just for about a half lap or so with Josh Hetrick, see if we see anything happening with his RPMs. Oh, it kind of cut out there. I'm not sure if he let out the throttle there or not. I think he's playing with the throttle to let the pack kind of ease up there. All right, we'll keep an eye on that as we go back up front. Michael Boone is your leader, followed by Benny Campbell. Outside, Nathan Christensen getting a push by Smokey Robinson. We see Tommy Osborne and this whole pack really kind of laying back a little bit. I think they're deciding, you know what, if those guys want to get up there and wreck their stuff early on, we've still got another half a race to go here. A little more than halfway to go.
Yeah, and I've just been riding here with Josh Hetrick for a little bit. It seems like nothing seems amiss at the moment with that truck, so maybe he's got that figured out.
Yeah, hopefully so. You kind of hate it if it's a mechanical failure, with your rig, or even, you want to, if you want to lose, you want to be taken out the right way on your roof, but not necessarily from a failure inside your rig. I mean, I believe you lost the championship that way, Dave, or didn't have a shot at winning it because of that.
I don't like to reminisce on those issues, but yes, you are correct.
I mean, I will forever reminisce on that one just because I ended up winning the championship, but I hate that it was because of not being able to race it out with you, sir.
Yeah, we've all had those issues. Like you said, this is computer-based. Anything can go wrong at any moment. And we are now at halfway, or just crossed to be halfway in this race. And stage breaks are over. They're going to run it out from here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a really exciting race so far. These guys are putting on one hell of a show once again. For you folks at home, if you could just go ahead and hit us up in the chat, let us know who you're rooting for. We do appreciate you, Scott. We do appreciate you, Shannon. I hope you guys are enjoying this race. I know we are. We enjoy bringing it to you each and every week. These guys put on a heck of a show.
Yeah, still 2x2 all the way through the field. You see Nathan Christensen trying to play both lines here. Now he's going to drop down to the bottom in front of Gregory Robinson. And Travis Rodriguez back in the mix, leading that top line, followed by Curtis Sauberan up there on the outside, pushing the 7.
He's got the pusher he needs for sure to get onto the front there. They're now looking to the outside of Nathan Christensen. 6 gets right back to the bumper of the 7. 29 to the bumper of the 3. Looks like the 7 will have the advantage for the moment.
Yeah, a whole lot of pushing going on right now. The 6 is locked to the bumper of that 7 truck.
Starts to make me a little nervous. I'm holding my breath over here. The side drafting gets closer and closer. They get door to door with the other drivers here. It helps slow that truck down on the inside and kind of gives you a little boost. The 6 gets right back to the back of that 7.
The three truck keeps drifting up. Oh, there goes Gregory Robinson, and they're wrecking. Big wreck behind them.
Oh, the 16's in it again. The 5's in it. The 24 is in it. Tragedy. The nose is gone from the 24 truck. The 24 of Sean Horlander. Michael Boone's truck is smoking. There will be quick repairs used, folks, if they have any left. And
yeah, I'm not sure with the 16 of Kenneth Pack. I know he used one earlier. I don't know if he used one on that last incident on pit road. Hopefully he still has one left.
Yeah, I'm trying to take a quick look at his truck to see what that nose looks like. It looks a little beat up on both the left front and the right front.
And I know in that pit road incident, Kenneth Pack had his rear spoiler all bent up. That looks to be fixed, so I don't know if he sat and fixed it or if that was a quick repair that he used. But I'm gonna watch him come down pit road and see if he repairs that track. See if he's got a quick repair left.
Yeah, Sean Horlander in the 24s out here like he's driving a modified. There's no front clip left on there. You can see the radiator, see the engine. Still got a hood. I don't know what the hood pins are really holding right there, but it's pretty cool. Those were staying in place. Did not use a quick repair, though.
Yeah, I'm looking now. Kenneth Pack is not using a quick repair, so he must not have any left. Unfortunate chain of events right there.
Yeah, I mean, didn't have a ton of damage, and maybe if you could stay behind a truck and, use the draft, be all right. Travis Juggles Rodriguez is your leader. Let's see if we can go back and find a little replay of this accident while we're pacing here. Let's entering the pits. Let's see. Where is the flag? There we go. Michael Boone. Yellow flag. I did not catch anything before that yellow. But I do have Michael Boone crash. Let's see if this gives us what we're looking for here, folks. Oh, not the view that I wanted. Oh, yes, that's definitely the wreck we wanted, though. Let's see if we can pull up a better view of this at home. And I am certain that we can. So the 29 is coming back up on the track. The 5 takes evasive action, coming across the nose of the 16. The 24 has nowhere to go, getting into the side of the 5. The 25 is coming into the picture. He just goes high under braking, hits the wall. Not too much damage on that 25, just a little bit of paint scratched up there. Let's see if we can go to full speed here. Ouch. Yeah, that 5 took a hard hit.
Yeah, fortunately, it looks like the 25 of Josh Hetrick was able to avoid that. He did catch the wall just a little bit, trying to check up. But it looks like he got through that all right.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to need a new wrap on that truck, but they usually re-wrap them every week anyway. So thanks to the friends at Trading Paints.
So lights are out on the pace car. We have completed 73 laps. We'll be taking the green here on lap 74 of 135. Pace car is up.
Control truck is the 7 of Travis Rodriguez. He can go anytime in that restart zone. He is in the Geico restart zone, and he goes late. gets a pretty decent jump. Looks like he spun his tires just a bit, but then it got going. 75 gets a really good restart, gets to the bumper of the 7, gives him a big push. Clear of the 6. 6 has no help on the outside for the moment.
And now, remembering back to Daytona, the 75 and the 6 worked very well together in the draft at Daytona. I'm just curious if they're going to try to hook up here at all at Atlanta tonight.
Yeah, you're right. They did work very, very well. And I thought the 6 was going to drop down just there, but did not. Now he does. 75 is back to the bumper of the 7, gives him a good shot. Tyrone Yo on that outside line. I believe Tyrone's still a lap down. No, I might be wrong there. Tyrone's back on the lead lap and in 6th position. Way to go, Ty.
Yeah, Ty with a really good run there last week as well. I believe he brought home in 3rd last week at Daytona. So great run going here once again. Overcoming adversity, 2 laps down, now back on the lead lap, and it's now in 5th position.
Yeah, with lap 76 of 135 here in the All-American Racing League Truck Series at Atlanta Motor Speedway, brought to you by Callahan Cox Motorsports. Go check out Callahan Cox. Where at, Dave?
Callahan Cox Motorsports right on Facebook.
Where can you see him live? See him do his thing around that racetrack?
You can watch him race live every Saturday night throughout from April to October right at Oxford Plains Speedway.
So get on out, support local drivers. If you're in the area, or if you make a trip up to Maine, be sure to head on over to Oxford and support Callahan Cox Motorsports. We are the SimWorld Racing Network, bringing this race to you every Sunday night on YouTube. Every Tuesday night, you can watch our Cup Series races. Nathan Christensen will be in the booth handling the broadcast for those, as Dave and myself are both racing in that series. Dave with winning both of the races we've run so far at Daytona and Atlanta this season. So he's off to one heck of a start. We're not going to let him get too far away there, guys.
Cup Series is heading to Vegas this coming Tuesday. I believe the trucks will be there next Tuesday at Vegas.
You mean Sunday, but yeah, no, we won't.
Sunday.
We'll actually have the week off.
No, that's right.
No, I'm sorry. No, we are going to Vegas next week. You're right. We're going to Vegas during the Super Bowl, but the super thingy. But who watches foosball anyway? So be sure and tune in next Sunday for Vegas. We will be off Daytona 500 weekend, so that all the race fans can catch the Daytona 500. I'm going to be there myself in person down at the track. So watch the IRL guys go around.
Yeah, that's always a good time down there at Daytona Beach.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We got Louis Clark coming over. Those who know All-American Racing League know Louis Clark. And he's going to be coming over for his first trip to the U.S. as we see the 6 of Curtis Sauberan get a good push by the 2. Gets a nose out in front of that 7 of Travis Rodriguez. Travis got help with the 75. Going to battle him back to the line. Give it to Travis Rodriguez at the line.
Yeah, Tyrone, 2 laps down, now being shown in 4th position, trying to push that 6 of Curtis Sauberan to the front of this pack.
Yeah, we've raced with Tyrone for a few years now, and Tyrone has really come into his driving skills. He's starting to hone them quite a bit, really getting a lot better at these restrictor plate races. As you said, he finished with 3rd the other night at Atlanta, here at Atlanta. So
yeah, Atlanta.
He knows how to get around this track.
I'm sorry, folks. I get my Tuesdays and Sundays confused, but we're trying to fix that.
All the better reason for you folks at home to ring that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so that you don't miss a thing here on the SimWorld Racing Network. SimWorld Racing Network is brought to you by G-Tech Cleaners and Degreasers. Check them out at www.buygtech.com. It's all safe stuff. I wouldn't say drink it, but it's very, very safe for you. You may be able to do that. They have a bunch of different accolades for how safe their products are. So check them out. Again, www.buygtech.com.
And it's still 2x2 all the way through this field.
Helps on the outside with 6 putting out. Now, like you said, Dave, 6 and 75 work very well together at these drafting style tracks, and now they are linked back up as the 75 to jump to the outside in front of the 6.
I knew they would find each other at some point.
Lap 84 of 135.
And the 75 jumped back down to the bottom in front of Rodriguez there in the 7.
That's surprising.
Head trick up into the wall there. Still in the wall. No yellow. Green is still out.
Yeah, Hetz has had a problem with his truck pushing all night long. That's the second or third time. Well, it's the third time he's been in the wall. I think the second time it just pushed up there. The other time was when he was trying to brake for that accident, and of course it pushed up there.
Yeah, and you'll really start to see it here as we're working. Let's see. In the last pit stops, lap 60. We're going to start seeing that even more and more here as we get into the run and these tires kind of wear out. These trucks are really going to want to shove the nose up the hill. So going to have to pay attention to that here on the long runs.
Yeah, and they can go to about lap 101, 102, anywhere from there to like, I would say 110 before they're going to need to pit, depending on how much they're saving in the draft. Single truck can do about 51, 52 laps. So they're going to, if they stay green, they're going to have to make green flag pit stops. And this place is treacherous. We don't do like they do in the Cup Series today where you come down pit lane in the middle of the backstretch. You come down pit lane at the exit of 4, which with these running so close together, always leaves it's a whole lot of room for error there. As you see the 29 up into the wall, he's now getting freight trained on his way to the back.
Yeah, and I saw the 16 of Kenneth Pack back on track, many laps down. I'd have to go look and see exactly how many laps down he is, but he's got that truck repaired and back on track.
Yeah, good on him for getting that truck back out there. It's unfortunate that didn't have another quick repair to get that truck going again and staying on the lead lap. But in the race nonetheless, as we talked to him earlier, it's that darn broadcaster's curse, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, the 6 is loose again.
Oh, no.
Kind of gets down to the apron. This time he was able to keep it on the track and just got the left front down there for a second. That's a very, very, very bad feeling when you're all of a sudden looking down the track, get the left front down below that red line, and with all that banking, it just upsets the truck. Which that's not what upset it. It got loose before then, but nonetheless, he's still in second position, caught back up to the 75, and is now pushing the 75. Looks like Travis is trying to get some help with Michael Boone on the outside.
Yeah, I think Travis was the big loser in that situation. He kind of had to go to the outside to avoid some of that stuff, and he kind of got stuck out there. There's help coming in the 5 and now the 28, I think it is there, of Gregory Robinson coming up that outside lane.
Oh, as the 3 is sideways and down. Now off the track. Now on the track. 14 gets in the back of him. He gets into the 7. The 3 gets into the 7. They're wrecking, sliding down through the grass. Oh, the 3 catches the inside wall. I don't think there's much damage on the 7, but man, that's unfortunate. Yeah, the 3 just couldn't hold it down there.
That seems to be how tonight's going. We're seeing a lot of these trucks get loose up off the bottom. And we saw there the 3, when he got loose, he kind of corrected and it came back up the track, and it's so hard to control it at that point. I don't know what kind of Travis's car looks all right. I'm not seeing too much damage on that number 7 truck, so hopefully there's not too much damage there.
Yeah, Dave, what happened to the 3 was he was down on the inside on the entry. We're going to back it up again. He was down on the inside on entry, and what had happened was he gets a run on the 6, and he goes high of the 6. And when he tried to go to that high lane, it was an abrupt move, and the rear end just got out from under it, and it shot him back down the track. And then, of course, once he gets down there on the apron and tries to save it, yeah, unfortunate. And I keep saying the word unfortunate tonight, but anytime you wreck these things, it's unfortunate.
It looks like one car did stay out. That's going to be the 14 of Michael Bovair. I think that's how you say it, Bovair.
That is correct.
He did stay out. Everyone else has hit pit road. That means the rest of these drivers here that just hit pit road on this yellow should be good on fuel the rest of the way.
I'm actually showing. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Michael Bovair is the only one. He'll have 20 lap older tires. Yeah, if pitting on lap 90, they're good. He's going to have to still stop. I don't know if... Yeah, there's no way from lap 71 he's going to make...
Yeah, I think even more worrisome is those fresh tires are going to eat him up, I believe. Once they kind of get him out of line at all, I think they're just going to freight train him. Tires do mean something here, especially with what they had on those tires. So, tough position to be in right there. We'll see how this works out for the 14 truck.
Yeah, absolutely. Dave, are the lights out on the pace car? I am not seeing the pace car.
Yes, lights are out on the pace car. They are stacked up 2 by 2. We'll be getting the green next time. Bye.
All right, we'll go ahead and stay with this, folks. We're going to break to a commercial, but we're going to go ahead and wait. These restarts are always fun. We'll pay the bills in a bit, folks. Pay the bills in a bit.
Yeah, so I'm looking right now. Sean Horlander is 20 laps down. I don't believe he's on track right now. Kenneth Pack is on track, 13 laps down.
Yep. I'm showing 13.
But everyone else is on the lead lap, so...
Well, Tommy Osborne's down 1 lap.
Okay. So we got, what is that? We got 12 cars on the lead lap. Pace car is working its way through turn 4. Ducks down to pit road, and we're going to take green here in just a second. Leader is the 14 of Michael Bovair. Green is out, the 14 is off.
Good jump by the 14. Do you want that here? I mean, so far it's everybody's played nice. As these laps wind down, that's gonna
we're getting close to the end here. I expect to see the 6 and 75 jump to the outside here. And they do.
Yep, to the outside the 6, followed by the 75. They're going to make easy work of this 14 as he doesn't have drafting help at the moment. 5 of Michael Boone makes a good run on the outside to catch up to the 75 and join these folks on the outside getting around that 14. They dive down. Oh, just barely clear of the 14. Not even sure he was clear of the 14, but...
They are now.
Yeah, they are now, for sure. The 5 of Michael Boone kind of caught the worst end of that there. He did a little tail whip off the corner, it looked like. Side by side further back in the pack. 5 is to the outside of the 67 of Benny Campbell. Now he's moving to the outside of Travis Juggles Rodriguez. Tyrone Yo is also in that high line, moving to the outside of the 14. 14 gets down the apron. Oh, and he comes up the track a little, down the track. Travis Rodriguez and Benny back off just a little to give him some room.
Yeah, I think that's part of those older tires here. We've seen it a lot tonight. Cars getting loose. Hetrick almost up into the fence once again.
Michael Boone Looking to the outside of the 2 of Tyrone Yo. Tyrone Yo gets a good run on the back of the 75.
Yeah, 2x2x2 like we've seen all night long. Nobody is content. Every time they get single file, it's only for about a lap or two, and somebody makes that move, and guys go with them. But we got Michael Boone up there on the outside lane, pushing, trying to get to the front of this field. Josh Hetrick behind him, the 38 of Greg Barnett, back there in that outside lane as well.
Back up front, the 75 closes in on the back bumper of the 6. These guys are using that two truck tandem here to kind of pull out just a little bit. 5 is clear to drop down in front of that 2. Don't know if he'll do it or not. It looks like he's lost help on the high side. He will drop down to the low side. Fall in line in front of Tyrone Yo. Tyrone Yo gets a little bit loose, drops back, checks up the 14 and the 7. The 25 makes his way to the outside. He is clear and will drop down in front of the 2 of Tyrone Yo. Oh, it goes back up top. I don't know if he pushed up top. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
If it was, that was a big move to the top, especially for the 25. He went up there, maybe expecting the 5 to do that, but the 5 stays on the bottom.
Well, I mean, he had the 38 coming, and now he's side drafting the 5. Looks like they're going to battle it out for that 3rd position. If he can get help by the 38. 38 may drop down in front of the 2, though, and just leave the 25 hung out to dry on the outside. But thus far, the 38 stays in line with that 25, running that outside lane.
As we are coming to 35 to go, lap 100 here.
Good push by the 38. Good run. 25 is now getting up. He's now just trying to move to the outside of that 75. The 5 of Michael Boone says not so fast as he moves back to the inside. Still 2x2 from 3rd on back.
Yeah, Robert Allen says in the chat, fantastic race. It has been a fantastic race tonight.
Absolutely.
I expected that here at Atlanta. Anyways, with these trucks in this package, they are putting on one heck of a show.
25 gets another push by the 38. He's going to move to the outside of our leader in the 6. 6 gets another good push by the 75. Just make up your mind, guys. Make up your mind. Somebody lead this race. No, don't. We're enjoying it just the way it is. 25, 6 side by side. 6 disappears. 75 doesn't know what to do. Backs up just a little bit. Playing it safe. Can't blame him for that. It's James Babyface Nelson.
He is going to hate you for that, but that's going to stick.
It's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm. But now the 7 of Travis Rodriguez back in the mix in that outside lane, running in the 6th position. And the 25, had him cleared. Chose to stay up in that outside lane.
14 is up
Who
high.
was that? The 14. Yeah, 14 up high, almost into the fence.
Yeah, he got a big break by Michael Kerjalak there. You know, this one is sitting back there. He's 1 lap down. He's like, I wish you guys would hurry up and wreck on out of my way. And take that lucky dog pass there.
Yeah, Tommy would love to get back on the lead lap and get a shot at this, I'm sure. I'm sure they're not done wrecking yet.
Good push by the 38 to the back of the 25. I mean, they are making some headway on this high side. I mean, he's staying glued through the corner to the back of the 25. He's got the 25 clear. 25 is going to stay high, I believe.
No, 25 abandons the 38, drops to the bottom. Now that's going to bring the 7 of Travis Rodriguez to the back bumper of the 38. Try to see if he can push Barnett to the front.
Ooh, the 6 gets loose. Up into the 38, into the wall is the 6 of Curtis Sauberan. It's going to make it tough to get that second win. I don't know. I don't think this is his first call. No caution flag yet. No caution flag will be thrown.
Yet.
His truck is coming to a stop. The caution is going to come out as his truck has stopped on the front stretch.
No caution.
He may
There
have
should
blown
there
the
should have been a
motor.
caution.
He
Oh,
may
tough break
have
for
blown.
Curtis.
Yeah, he's had to tow back to the pits. Unfortunate for the 6 of Curtis Sauberan. Joshua Hetrick is your leader, followed by the 75 of James Nelson. James's buddy is now gone. It's on James to kind of do this. I would say by himself, but he's got a few friends out here. As does Josh Hetrick. We're all
Josh
friends,
Hedrick.
folks.
Yeah, we're all friends. We
Yeah.
get along, right?
That's right.
Yeah, Josh Hedrick is leading this train around Atlanta Motor Speedway at the moment, 75. James Nelson's going to follow suit, coming lap 108. So we're getting close to the end here.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and while they're kind of calm, we're gonna go ahead and break for pay a few bills, and we will be right back. You won't miss a thing. Stay tuned.
Back to more racing action right after this. Looking for a safe, effective cleaning system? Look no further. G-Tech Evolutionary Cleaners and Degreasers, certified by the EPA as a safer choice product. G-Tech can be used quickly and safely to remove soils and stains from most surfaces. Give them a call at 770-967-6988 or visit them on the web at buygtech.com. G-Tech, 5346 BBS Way, Brazelton, Georgia. G-Tech, your one stop for professional, eco-friendly cleaning products. For tailgating activities or just plain backyard fun, look no further than Holio. Made to order cornhole bags and boards. No order is too large or too small. You can choose unfinished or finished with stain and polyurethane, and finished with a vinyl design or your company branding. Don't wait for the season to be over. Contact Holio on Facebook. Holio, made to order cornhole bags and boards. Now back to trackside act of the All-American Racing League.
We are the SimWorld Racing Network. You see the 25 as we come back. The 25 goes low. The 75 goes high. The 7 is in it. The 2 is in it. They're wrecking everywhere, folks. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. The implications this is going to have as we see the 2 sliding across the grass. 7 is damaged pretty bad there. That truck is beat up. The 7 of James Nelson, not sure how bad. It looks like he's got some damage to the back of his truck. Man, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. We're going to go back and watch this again, folks, see if we can find us a good replay of what transpired here. But, wow. Let's see, when did that caution come out? I am not sure that's going to show it to us. Okay, so let's back it up just a little bit. That was the time of the incident. It looked to me that the 25, if I can get with the 25, there was a couple things happened here, and we're going to go back, and I got to find the 25. There's Josh Hetrick. Let's go back and take a look at that again. Looks like Josh Hetrick kind of got down the apron like we've seen happen all night with these drivers. And when he does, I'm going to speed it up. And then we'll slow it down. So he's getting a bump by the 75 right there, but it looks like as he goes into the turn here, he goes a little bit high. Now, okay, right there. So he started getting loose coming down the track. You see the 75 take evasive action, comes across the nose of this 5, drives him up into the wall. The 7 goes low to avoid that, gets down against the 2, a little bit of net code, I think. The 2 starts up the track, smashes the 7, and we've got a bunch of scraped up race trucks.
Yeah, that's going to change a lot here in the closing laps.
Without a doubt. As I'm showing, scored as our leader, Travis Rodriguez. The 1 is going to get his lap back. 16 is getting a lap back on the wave around, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like the 6 should have a wave around here as well.
Well, the 1 should have been the lucky dog, I would have thought. Unless he got ahead of, okay, he might have got ahead of the 7 prior to the, I don't know, prior to the pit stop maybe. But yeah, that puts the one back on the lead lap, I believe. It absolutely does. Michael Boone is on pit road. Nathan Christensen coming around. The 5 is back down pit road. Not a whole lot of damage on that truck. Just make sure you can get in and out before these cars come pacing around, for the pace car passes them. This is the All-American Racing League's Truck Series. Second race of the season at Atlanta. Curtis Sauberan, last week's winner as the pace car is off, was just caught up in a pretty bad incident a while ago and had to tow. As the 7 is your truck here in the Geico zone, he gets to kick it off and he's hammered down. Looks like he spins those rear tires just a bit. Michael Kurgelak gets a good run to the back of the 7. Benny looks to drop down at first, decides better of it, stays up in line behind the 25 on the outside. That inside lane with the momentum, running a little closer together. It looks like the 1 of Travis Rodriguez, the 86 of Michael Kurgelak, 25 of Joshua Hetrick is still on the outside. The 14 of Michael Bovair.
25 in the wall once again.
I think maybe he's playing some Pink Floyd in his in his headset there. He's listening to the Wall album, as he's been into the Wall several times tonight. That truck is pushing like crazy. We talked to him earlier. Again, the broadcaster curse, Dave. That's 3 of the people we are. Oh, is the 67 is against Michael Kurgelak.
That is everybody we spoke to tonight. So we are not speaking to anyone else tonight.
That is true. You know, we talk about this broadcaster curse, folks, and we've heard about it in years past, and it's proven itself to be a real thing here in this race. 20 laps to go left at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the All-American Racing League Truck Series, brought to you by Callahan Cox Motorsports.
And if any of you at home think it's been crazy up to this point, just hold on, because it ain't over yet.
Nope. As the 75 is giving a good push to Benny Campbell, pushes him out front of the 7. Will he drop down? He goes to the middle. The 75 stays with him. I was wondering if they were going to try to hang him out there, but they did not. Stays in line behind the 67, giving him another great push off into the corner. Travis Juggles Rodriguez hanging right there, looking for his first win in the All-American Racing League, as is Benny Campbell and the 75.
Benny Campbell drops to the bottom now. That's going to leave the 75 of James Nelson and the 38, I believe, of Greg Barnett.
Yeah, that's right, Dave. As Greg Barnett gives the 75 a great push off into the corner. He gets alongside the 67 of Benny Campbell once again. Get the hanging Chad says, "Let's go, Juggles." All right, folks, let us know who you think is going to win this thing with 17 to go. What's the over-under on another caution, Dave?
Oh, it's brewing. I feel it.
The storm is a brewing. You heard it here first, folks. That 9-mile-an-hour wind is nothing now. Travis Rodriguez gets a good run on Benny Campbell. He gets a little sideways through the tri-oval there as he clips the flat part of the tri-oval just below that red line. The red line is not out of bounds here, folks. Not in the sim world. Oh, I thought they were going to go 3 wide. Made me a little nervous.
A lot of moving going on.
Oh.
There.
Kurgelak gets
Bunch
a
of
bump
'em.
by the 14. They get a little loose, holds on to it. Juggles gets a little loose down there on the inside. These trucks do not want to hang that bottom side, but then they push so bad when you get on the top side, you end up smacking the wall. But 75 and 38 are hanging up there. Looks like they're both going to drop down now in front of Benny. 38 is a really good pusher, it appears. He's able to really get locked on to the bumper and push that driver in front of him. As Benny closes in on the back of that 38. It's even going to make these trucks even faster and faster as they go along. Single file now throughout the top 6. Back to the side-by-side battle between the 5 of Michael Boone and the 29 of Gregory Robinson.
Now, I don't imagine this is going to stay single file very long. Coming to 13 to go. These guys are going to want to shake it up here. Try to get their truck to the front.
Yeah, if you're sitting in Greg Barnett or Benny Campbell's position, you'll kind of want this thing to stay single file right until about the last lap. But it's not going to happen, as we already see some action happen as Michael Kurgelak is on the outside of that 7 of Travis Juggles Rodriguez. Michael Boone right in behind Kurds, giving him a little bit of a push, drafting together, working that outside. Outside line is making moves. They've got 3 trucks up there now.
Now we'll see if anyone jumps up in front of Michael Kurgelak here.
$12 laps to go. Watch these trucks dance around as the tires start to wear a little bit more. Only 10 laps or so on the tires, but once they heat up, they just get so slick. Tommy Osborne says it's go time. He says it's go time. He's starting to make his way slowly but surely through this pack with 11 laps to go. He's starting to shake and bake just a little bit there. No longer going to ride.
Oh, 75, a little sideways there.
The 7 lost a couple positions there too, and I kind of missed why. Okay, it's because the 2 on the outside. 75.
We now 10 to go.
Still
here comes the 86 of Michael Kurgelak on the top.
These pushes are going to get harder and harder. Folks, as we see, wow, right through. We thought he went through that truck. Now the big one has occurred once again. Okay, maybe not the big one, but man, it had every opportunity of being that. Let's go back and try to break down what happened here and who's left.
Man, Travis Rodriguez involved in another one. Bunch of them. 14 hard into the inside wall.
Okay, so it kind of brought us just a little bit before the incident, so we're going to back it up. See exactly what occurred. Okay, I think it started back here with the 6. No, right there. Okay. So it looks like Kurds kind of lost it. I want to see if he took a hit, though. Did he take a bump, which got him loose? See if we can get on board. Oh, yeah. So Michael Boone and Michael Kurgelak, is there contact or does he just lose it? I think he just loses it.
I can tell you right now, if the 67 blinked a little bit longer, I think the 86 comes out.
Yeah. See, I think the 67 would have been just fine if he would have blinked just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of net code. I think that's even what moved the 86 because it's not like they were really turning a whole lot, but it moved abruptly to the left.
Yeah.
As we have a lot of drivers on pit lane. You got Benjamin Campbell, which was just up front. Smokey Robinson, Michael Beauvais, Tommy Osborne, Travis Juggles Rodriguez, Nathan Christensen.
Yeah, it
Curtis
looks like
Sauberan is off now. Let's see.
Rodriguez doesn't look like he has a ton of damage. Looks like I can see the rear of that car wrinkled a little bit. Looks like he's repairing some of that. He's obviously must be out of quick repairs, so trying to get what he can done, and hopefully that truck still has a little bit of speed in it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know we're coming. Looks like the lights are still on the pace car, so we're probably going to restart with what, 6 to go, Dave. We do have, I believe it's 3 green white checkers. If something happens with less than 3 laps to go, we'll run another set of another couple of laps under the green flag, and we can do that up to 3 times.
Yeah.
But
the way this is going, we may need all 3.
yeah, might. You never know. It's been a great race so far, though, Dave. I mean, it's been plenty of action, a lot of side-by-side, door-to-door racing, a lot of really tight side drafting. The pushes have been great. The runs have been just huge, and the wrecks have been exciting. So congrats to all these drivers out here for putting on one heck of a show for the All-American Racing League Truck Series, presented right here on SimWorld Racing Network.
Yeah, and for any Travis Rodriguez fans, he is back on the track. Truck looks good. They're going to stack him up here 2 by 2. Looks like lights are out. They're going to send it again.
Yeah, Rodriguez's truck looks good. Looks a little bent up on the left rear, but I don't think the spoiler's sticking up in the air or anything. It just looks like it's pushed forward some. But we'll see what he can do here. See what all these drivers can do. As your leader is James Nelson with Greg Barnett in second. Third is Michael Kerjelak, which is the driver we saw crashing through another driver earlier. So he still come out in third, so not so bad. Michael Boone is fourth. Fifth is Tyrone Yo. Sixth will be Josh Hetrick, who we've seen in the wall several times, so he's been able to get his truck back out there again. The 29 is on the inside in the 7th position. 8th is Tommy Osborne, and the pace car is off. Geico restart zone. 75 fires off. He gets a great jump out over the 38 and the 5. 6 laps to go here at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Yeah, here comes that outside lane. They're going to have a little bit of momentum here. 75 got, I think, a little bit too good of a push. We're going to see what happens. Yeah, Greg Barnett here leading that outside line down the backstretch.
Yeah, his saving grace was that the 38 did not jump down behind that 5. Because if he would have jumped down behind that 5 to give him a push early on in that sequence, they would be passing him right now. Side.
Side by side, 5 to go.
Yeah, we are 6 rows deep, 2 by 2. 5 laps to go. It's anybody's race. It is anybody's race. These drivers are jostling for position. We see the 7 of Travis Rodriguez back there trying to work with the 1.
No.
The leader gets up and into the 38. And it's 2 more cars in the second row. Wow.
Oh, boy.
We said it might not be over, folks. For some of these drivers, it might be over.
That was the leader.
Oh, tough. Yikes. Let's go back and take a look. See what we have on the old replay monitor. Oh, let's back up just a bit. I don't know why it didn't give me more time than that, but we're going to back it up. Okay, the side draft from the 38. 38 comes down and actually gets into the 75 just a little bit. Maybe a little net code there. Gets the 75 all out of sorts, and he goes up the track and smashes the 38 and a few other drivers. See if we can take a different look at that.
That is going to put Michael Boone in that number 5 Chevrolet in P1.
Yeah, the 38 just trying to side draft, gets down a little low, and I think the net code got him, got the 75 up the track. He hits the 5. He hits the 86. Jeez, you see parts and pieces of these trucks flying everywhere. But yeah, Michael Boone come on top. I mean, I don't think he got any real significant damage, although he was kind of a part of that incident. Yeah, I just had a truck get into his left side there just a bit. See if we can get over there and take a look. As we are going to have a green-white checker finish.
Yes, and we do have 3 green-white checkers.
3 of those. So we're going to have to see. Let's see if we can take a look at the side of this 5. I just want to see how much damage he has over there. I mean, it may not even be. So the right front looks pretty good from this view. Right rear looks good. So, yeah, I don't really see it unless maybe it's right on the nose.
Looks like James Nelson, who is leading, he's just now leaving pit road.
And that's Superman truck.
Yeah, shake up at the front. Now we're going to have Michael Boone leading the field. Josh Hetrick in the second position. Gregory Robinson will roll off on 3rd on this restart. 4th will be Nathan Christensen. And a fairly newcomer here, Michael Bover, will line up in the 5th position when we get back to racing.
Yeah, and let's think about this, though, Dave. I mean, this is going to be a very, very important restart. And by that, I mean, I'm not so sure this is the one you want to get that jump. Because if you get a jump 2 or 3 car lengths on the cars behind you, I don't think they're going to be content with staying in line with you going into one, and kind of slowing up to get to your bumper and work you down the backstretch. I think that they're going to take that opportunity to pass you into one.
Yeah, I think the time for being conservative and falling in line is over. This is all aggression right here. If they get back around and take that white flag, next flag will end it. Checkered, so it's all or nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. Current rundown: Michael Boone is your leader, Joshua Hetrick 2nd, Gregory Robinson 3rd, Nathan Christensen 4th, Michael Bover is 5th, 6th is Benny Campbell, 7th is Ty Yo Jr., 8th is Tommy Osborne, 9th is James Nelson, Greg Barnett is 10th, 11th is Travis Juggles Rodriguez, who is on pit lane. Curtis Sauberan is 12th, 13th is Michael Kerjelak, Kenneth Pack is 14th, and Sean Horlander rounds out your top 15.
Yeah, so unfortunate there for Travis Rodriguez, having a great run here in the late stages of this race. Now finds himself on pit road.
And Dave, I don't see any lights on that pace car, so I think we are going green this time by.
Yes, lights are out. Yep, pace car is off.
Control truck is the 5 of Michael Boone. He can go inside the Geico restart zone, as we've been saying all night. We are in there, and he fires off. Good restart by the 29 to stay with that 5. That's exactly what the 5 wanted to see. He wanted to see help right on the start.
Yeah, 25 is going to jump to that bottom as well.
25 will have an opportunity to get a really good run on these 2 guys as that 14 gets to his bumper. As long as the 14 stays with the 25.
Yeah, that outside lane is...
There they go.
It never happened. Here goes the 25 to the outside.
The 29 goes up to block a little bit and just runs into the 25. 25 hanging tight on the outside. They've fallen off of that 5, which is not what he needed. The 7 is there. Lapped car. We're going to be 3 wide going into turn 1. Okay, that has settled itself out as they are 3 wide, a little further back.
Oh, they're wrecking.
Oh, no.
Tyrone in the wall. No one went with the 25 to the outside.
No caution. Final lap. We are going to finish this one, folks. Currently, your leader is Michael Boone. Who will be the leader at the line? Oh, my goodness. The 29 is back up into the 25 once again. 25 is riding his door. The 20. Now they get together again, and the 25 is in the wall. Down the 3 of Nathan Christensen making his way to the outside. But your winner is Michael Boone in that number 5 Chevrolet. Wow. We have some upset drivers, I imagine. The number 5, Michael Boone, followed by Michael Bover, Third place, Nathan Christensen. That's kind of the way I see it on the scoring right now, Dave. What do you have?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Michael Boone. Looks like Michael Boone will be your winner, followed by Michael Bover and Nathan Christensen.
What a race, what a race, what a race. I hope you folks at home enjoyed this race. Man, we enjoyed bringing it to you. Stick around. We are going to talk to our top 3 finishers tonight and give you our final thoughts on this race. So stay tuned while we go ahead and bring in our third place driver. Dave, you want to go ahead and get Nathan Christensen, see if we can get him up here? So we watch the burnouts by the 5.
But it looks like the 3. Yeah, it may be reviewed, but we're gonna go with what we know of at the moment, and that's gonna be the 3 of Nathan Christensen and P3. So let's see if we can bring Nathan in.
As the number 5 is burning him down.
Nathan, Dave in the booth, you got us?
Hey, yeah, I got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, Nathan. Hey, I'm sure this will be reviewed, but we're going with what we have for information. But it looks like you finished P3 there. Kind of a crazy last few laps. What'd you see out of your windshield?
Just everyone on the old tires, I think, was getting squirrely in the corner. Then there was lots of side drafting, which obviously makes things even more interesting. And a couple guys got together, and the hole opened up, and I didn't lift, and we got third.
Well, Nathan, congratulations, man, on a podium finish here in the AARL Truck Series. That was fun to watch, man. That was it was crazy from the green flag to the final green white checkered finish here. The floor is yours, man. I really don't have a question. I was just watching this thing unfold. I'm still kind of flabbergasted about how it all ended up. I hope there's not a whole lot of hurt feelings in this race, but I imagine there's a couple people aren't real happy with each other. But the floor is yours, sir. We're going to pass it over to you to let you give your shout-outs.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's too upset. I think a lot of it comes with the territory, with the plate racing. Same with last week. I think everyone's happy to move on to some finesse racing and get away from this plate racing. But I just want to thank you guys for broadcasting it, and make sure everyone tunes in on Tuesdays for the Cup Series. We're at Las Vegas, so should be a good show.
Absolutely, man, and we thank you for doing that. Congratulations on that P3, buddy. Hopefully we talk to you again next Sunday. Hopefully I'm talking to you next Tuesday, but yeah, that's just a personal thing. But yeah, man, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks again, guys, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday.
Yes, sir. All right, that was Nathan Christensen, your third place finisher tonight. Let's talk to Michael Bover and that number 14 Chevrolet finishing P2. See if we can get
Hey, Michael, Dave in the booth, you got a copy?
I sure do.
Hey, Michael. Hey, congrats on a P2. Kind of a wild race there. Up and down. You were up and down the pylon there all night long, but congrats on a P2 and walk us through your night a little bit.
I was trying to take it easy for my first race and just be there at the end of it.
Yeah, man. Well, you did a fine job of I don't know that, honestly, from our point of view, no one was taking it easy. It looked like it was a lot of fun out there tonight. Were those runs massive or what, man? I mean, it just seems like if you were 3 or 4 cars back of a pack, you could just close in so quickly and almost 15-mile-an-hour faster, it seemed.
Oh yeah, you'd have to fully let out of it getting into the corners, not to run the guy over in front of you and have a massive pile up into in or out of the corners.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, this was an excellent finish for your first showing here with All American Racing League's Truck Series. You did one hell of a job out there. Thanks for joining. Thanks for putting on a really good show. The floor is yours, man. If you want to give any shout outs or tell anyone hi or whatever you'd like to do, man, the floor is yours.
I just want to thank the league organizers for putting on one hell of an event for tonight, and can't wait to come back next week.
Yes, sir. We'll be in Vegas now. What do you think your odds are in Vegas? You're pretty good there.
I guess we're gonna have to roll the dice to find out.
All right. I like it. All right, man. Well, hopefully we're talking to you at the end of next week's race. So, again, congratulations, and we'll send you back to your friends.
Have a good night.
That was Michael Bovair in the number 14 Chevrolet, finishing P2 on the night in his very first race in the All-American Racing League. Dave, I think it's time we speak to...
let's go talk to our winner.
Yeah, let's speak to our winner, Michael Boone.
Michael Boone, Dave and Dave in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir. How are you guys today?
Hey, we just watched a hell of a race, and a big congrats to you on pulling that one out. Crazy race from start to finish. A lot of great racing action. Walk us through your night a little bit and how it all went. Well, we know how it went, but walk us through it a little bit.
Yeah, you guys hit it right on the head. It was a crazy race, but we got some great drivers out there. And first, I was just trying to get some stage points, try to stay up in the points. And then when it came down to the end, I got caught up in a little mishap and kind of messed up myself a little bit. The next thing I know, I'm in the back, and I was determined to get to the front. But man, it all worked out. I was through a lot of close calls, but I'm glad I made it through, man. This is a great victory.
Absolutely, man. And we're watching that last lap again here on the broadcast, and that was a lot of fun to watch. You guys were just getting at it, and it was like no holds barred, dude. It's like it was like gladiators getting together, right, and just battling it out, just cutthroat. It was a lot of banging, beating, banging. I mean, that's a product of this type of racing when you have everyone's so close together, the times are so close together. The draft, you have to work the draft. If you're not side drafting, you're falling back. But congratulations on a victory here, man. First one with AARL. I'm sure there's going to be many, many more. Listen, man, the floor is yours. Anything you want to say or shout out to anyone, it's your time.
I appreciate that. Yeah, Atlanta's good to me. This was my very first win that I ever had with iRacing, so it was awesome. So it was neat to come back and get another win here in the trucks, as well as with AARL. I'm proud to be with you guys. It's a great thing. This is one here is going to Speed Society. It's a good company, and it's something that's well deserved and something that they needed to see their truck up front. So I appreciate everything you guys do for us, and can't wait for next week.
Right on, man. Well, again, congratulations. We're going to send you back to celebrate, and shout out to Speed Society on the number 5 Chevrolet of Michael Boone. Congrats, man.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Yep. Well, there was your winner, Michael Boone. Wow, that was just a good finish. It was. I'm not going to say a clean finish. There was beating and banging, but that's what, as a fan of racing, it's. You know how expensive it is, and you're like, nope, don't want to see these torn up cars. But here on SimRacing, no one lost a whole ton of money on their vehicles. I'm sure they'll be sending the charges over to the other teams, let them pay for it. But yeah, so I don't know. It was a good race, Dave. I had fun. I had fun calling it. I had fun watching it. The only thing I don't even know, I think we probably have more fun than the guys driving in it, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, crazy race, fun race. Atlanta put on a good show here in the trucks. Kind of expected it would. There was no give in these drivers all night long. They just all went for each and every lap and made for an exciting show. And congrats to the top 3, and congrats to Michael Boone on his first AARL win. And see if he can back that up moving on to Vegas next Sunday night.
Yeah, man. And it's, as I pull up the full field rundown, folks, we're going to go through this here in just a second, but that was I'm now that Atlanta is it's kind of a drafting style track, almost like a super speedway. I guess it is considered to be a super speedway now. You have 2 of those back to back. I enjoy that type of racing. I enjoy watching that type of racing as a fan. But I am still happy to be moving on to some of the more technical tracks that we're going to have coming up. We have Vegas coming up here next Sunday for the All-American Truck Series will be at Vegas. Cup Series will be at Vegas on Tuesday. Be sure to tune in. Ring that notification bell, folks. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell. Give a thumbs up to this video if you don't mind. And we'll bring you another exciting race next week. So, any final thoughts, Dave?
No, looking forward to getting to Vegas. That's for sure. It's back to a little bit normalcy of racing. These restrictor plate or plate track, they're fun. Make really exciting races, but looking forward to getting a little stretch of what I like to call normal racing. Get on some normal racetracks and duke it out there. So Vegas, definitely looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, even in Vegas, these trucks, I believe, are wide open. But you won't see the draft style racing come into effect quite as much. They're going to spread out a little more, I believe. Should be a very exciting race. So join us next week. For Dave and Dave up here in the booth, we are the Sim World Racing Network. We'd like to give a shout out to Callahan Cox Motorsports and to G-Tech Cleaners and Degreasers for helping us along the way to Behind the Dave over on YouTube, GamerTube Elite, Hanging with Hillbilly. We're Dave and Dave. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good evening.